Welcome to Spirit Boost. I wonder what you're ashamed of. Now, Jesus says this absolutely shocking statement when he says, if anyone is ashamed of me and the words I say, I'll be ashamed of that person when I come back. Hold up, Jesus is coming back. And this time around, take two, ain't gonna be no meek and mild Jesus. He's not gonna be the blonde-haired Jesus that you imagine floating around in his dressing gown. This is the all-powerful, almighty Son of God coming back, the Don. You do not want to mess with him. You do not want to be on the wrong side of him. You want to be on his team. But why would anyone be ashamed of Jesus? I think it's because one of two things. Either you don't know him. That's why you're ashamed of him. Because you've no idea who Jesus really is. What a tragedy. There's nothing more valuable than your soul. And I urge you with everything, get to know Jesus. He is the answer you are looking for. But maybe the second reason, you know Jesus, but you're ashamed of him and his words, because you don't actually know who you are. That Jesus says you are now his child. That when you surrender your life and say yes to him, he says you become part of his family. That you're his friend, that you're his co-worker, that he has a plan to work with you and change the world. See, when you realize that, why on earth would you be ashamed of Jesus and what he says? Now, I'm a West Ham fan. I'm forever blowing bubbles, pretty bubbles. Anyway, and I'm not ashamed of being a West Ham fan, even though they are pretty useless, if I'm honest, that they've never won anything in my lifetime. Much as I wish they would win something, I doubt they ever will. But I'm not ashamed of the fact I'm a Hammers fan, even though people laugh at me. And that's just a flaming football team. How on earth can I be ashamed of the almighty creator who loved me and gave his life for me and whose words are life and has a plan for me to work with him and see this world changed? So maybe today it's time that you and me had an honest reflection of our life and chose to stand up for what is true and what is right, which is to follow Jesus. Don't be ashamed of him. Be loud and proud about the fact that you know the ultimate power, the King of everything, Jesus.